Something that I've realized is that you could be making the biggest progress of your life and still feel worthless, all because of comparison. And I've struggled with this for a really long time. Like, for example, uh, I used to be self conscious about the size of my penis. Um, I used to be, and I got over that, and then I started getting self conscious about, how much money I made. And then I used to get self conscious about my height. I used to get self conscious about my physique, my looks, all of these things, and all of it was just through comparison. And mind you, in each one of those areas that I just named, I'm doing completely fine, if not above average, in all of those areas. And I'm not saying that to brag. Like, I'm just saying that I'm not doing bad in life, and I've been pretty blessed with my life personally, and I've really um done some good stuff with my life, but it's just really hard to appreciate and notice that when you're constantly comparing upward. I just realized I could be objectively doing really well and still feel insecure because I was just constantly scanning for people above me. And this is especially true when I'd go out into a public area like the gym, the mall, work, just anywhere, and I'd always be scanning for people taller than me, better looking than me, and I'd see that, and it'd make me feel insecure. This mental habit, if this resonates with you, this mental habit is restricting you and limiting your life more than you could possibly imagine. It just feels like when I compare, I mentally forget all of my own progress when I feel like um just comparing myself to myself and really recognizing my progress as a person. Not only this is what I've recently been doing, but not only does that give me way more motivation, but it gives me so much more fulfillment. It makes it so much more enjoyable because it really does feel like I'm actually making it somewhere. And the reason why I've started to do this more, compare myself, is because I've literally limited my social media use by a lot, like a lot. Obviously, I still go on it because just out of habit. Like, I'm not perfect, but yeah, really limiting. And also what you watch on you know Instagram and TikTok. There definitely plays an effect. Like, if you're watching, you could be watching motivational videos. They're pretty good, they're good, but if you're watching videos that are just basically motherfuckers just flexing on you with maybe their physique, like your dream physique or whatever, or dream lifestyle, dream car, dream whatever it is, there's people flexing and talking about just some bullshit, shit that just puts you down. That really is just the shit I hate. And I mean, yeah, that's why me personally, I've just put down social media pretty much. At least I'm trying to. Um, but yeah, for example, I used to be a pretty skinny kid. I was skinny fat, but um, I always wanted to get muscle, right? And I've finally I've been going to the gym for a few years now, and I've got a solid amount of muscle. I'm not incredibly jacked or anything, but I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing pretty good. But what I noticed is that I would always just compare myself to bigger people, bigger guys, and it's just it made me feel like I was never enough. It just blinded me to my own progress. And ever since I've limited or noticed this mental habit of just comparing myself and sort of shutting it down, and especially getting off of social media, um, I'll look at myself like in the mirror and look at my physique and whatnot, and it's way more like fulfilling. Like I really feel like I'm making good progress in life, and it's motivating. It's really just it's a good feeling. And like the same goes with like money, like followers or like status, dating. Like let's say like yeah, with dating is a big one actually. Let's say like because I've experienced this. Like I'll like a girl that I'm talking to, she like might like tall guys, and I'm not a short guy. Like, I'm 6 foot. I'm doing pretty good. But then I'd be out with her, and I'd see guys that are like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 5, and it'd make me feel insecure because I'm just comparing. And like yeah, I've noticed that that's carried into my everyday life. Like I'd see guys taller than me, and it'd literally make me insecure. And again, the same thing goes with looks. Like I've already sort of made a whole video on the looks maxing and like the effect that it's had, especially with comparison. Like that looks maxing is just disgusting, bro. Like it's really bad. Um, I mean, there's a good side to it. There's a healthy side to it, and then there's a side to it where it can just get really mentally unhealthy. Um, which is sort of what you can watch my other video on that if you want. But yeah, I just feel like with this like mental habit, this mental loop of comparison, it's just like it's such a self-limiting mindset. How do you expect to fully enjoy and live your life if you're constantly comparing yourself to everyone around you, and comparing your own progress to someone else's progress, comparing like because everyone has different starting points, you, and it's like, and everyone has a different life, everyone has different experiences, which is why it's so bad to compare with people that you don't even know the backstory of their journey. And I've said this in previous videos, but this comparison like habit that you may have, like most people have nowadays, is you're never going to win it. You're never going to win it. You might think that once you get something, you'll feel fulfilled, you'll feel better, but your mind is just going to attach to something else. Like your mind right now might want to, let's say you might want to get rich now. You could get rich, and then you might see someone with a happy relationship with a girl. Maybe they have like they're in a happy relationship, they're starting a family, they get married, and let's say you're rich and you're alone. Again, you're then just gonna compare yourself to that, and then the same thing could go. You could be rich, and then you might feel insecure about your looks, man, or like your physique, and then you start. You know what I'm saying? It is a never-ending game, and like let's say you are rich as well, like you might even like keep comparing your own, like how much money you make to the next person. Again, you could just feel like you're not making enough. The same goes with like your physique, your looks, dating, like everything. Your mind will always search for someone doing better, and there will always be someone doing better. And even once you feel satisfied in one certain area of your life, your mind will just attach onto a different area, and just because like you're training this mental habit, so like it's going to stay alive even once you've reached your goal in mind. You feel satisfied in that one area, it's going to attach to something else. Now I'm not going to sit here and just say like, don't ever compare, because that's just unrealistic. That's just human nature. But just instead notice the comparison and stop feeding it emotionally, alright? And instead of that, focus on your own trajectory, appreciate your own focus, That's why I think gratitude is such an important thing. Not just with like comparison, but just with like appreciating your own life, appreciating your own life situation. And basically what I'm saying is just compare less and create more, because comparison pulls your attention out of your own life. So like, if your happiness depends on being above everyone else, you'll never actually feel successful. But if you made it this far into the video, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if a single real person has watched one of my videos yet, but I don't really care. I just want to talk about, this shit, cause why the fuck, nah, what? But hey, you bros have a great day, night, afternoon, morning. I'll see you guys in the next video.